Chattanooga Zoo is lucky to have dozens of very talented and hardworking zookeepers who work every day to keep our animals healthy and happy and to create amazing experiences for guests. Keepers work closely with animals across the zoo, training them on important behaviors to improve animal welfare, stimulate natural instincts, facilitate medical care, and to create educational demonstrations for guests. For National Zookeeper Week, we're recognizing just a few of the highly skilled keepers and the amazing animals they work with every day.
So we just did a training session with two of our giraffes. We did back foot present, so they put their foot on a block and then we can look at their foot, examine it, and trim it if it needs it. So they have a lot of behaviors. They have a target or a move up that we can use to slowly get them down into the chute area, and then once they're there, they have a behavior where they put their foot on the block, and then the whole time, every time they do that, they get bridged and then reinforced, so they know if they put their foot up there and hold it there, they get lots of their favorite snacks. So that's kind of why they hang out.
So this is what's called a target stick. They look different depending on what animal. Ours is like a Kong attached to a piece of bamboo. And Saffron, our red panda, knows to touch her nose to this and then she gets a reward. So target training is helpful because it can, number one, get our animals to present different parts of their body to us, but also it can be built upon for different behaviors like moving animals from one space to the next. So if we need Saffron to go from point A to point B, if we start at point A with this and then move it to point B, she knows to move and touch it. So target training is a really great way to build upon training for other behaviors as well.
We do training with him so that he can participate in his own health care. We ask him to sit. We also ask him to present his different sides so that we can get a look at him. And then when he presents his sides, we can do injection training. We also ask for kneeling. The kneel behavior helps so that we can actually do hoof work. So when he kneels on his side, we can actually access the undersides of his hooves, and then we can use a rasp or a Dremel to file them down and make sure that he's got good hooves. Laying down, kind of the same thing. When he lays down, then we can access the back feet. So all of the behaviors we ask are to help with his health care, but it also keeps him mentally stimulated.
We do target training with Tashi so that he will present different parts of his body to us so that we can help better perform medical examinations. We do this so that he can be happy and healthy, and he's getting chunk beef as his reward for whenever he completes his behavior.
We're about to target train with our Aldabra giant tortoises here at the Chattanooga Zoo. The target training is kind of a multi-step process where we will present them with this little target right here. When they touch their nose to that target, they'll hear the clicker, which is the bridge in training that lets them know that they've trained correctly, and then they get a little apple reward. This is an easy way for us to move around the Aldabra tortoises, as they're going to be getting much bigger as they get older. They're going to get up to 500 pounds if they're a male and 350 pounds if they're a female, so not easy to pick up.
The chimpanzees are all used to being asked to present different parts of their body. It was kind of the basis of our training here at the zoo when they first arrived, in order for us to be able to use tools on them in the future. So we can use different hand signals, kind of like a sign language, but not American Sign Language, in order for them to understand we're asking for their shoulder or their hip, their back, their fingers, or their toes. And then once they present that body part, we can add on tools like the blood pressure cuff or needles for injection training, temperature readings, thermometers, in order to be able to get full diagnostics on them throughout their life and keep a good eye on their health history.